Imagine being stranded thousands of miles from home with no money or possessions. Such a predicament would make many people despair and curse their fate. But for Zeno of Cyprus, it became the foundation of his life's work and legacy. Once a wealthy merchant, Zeno lost everything when his ship sank near Athens around 300 BCE. With little else to do, he wandered into a bookshop, became captivated by the teachings of Socrates, and sought out the city's most renowned philosophers. As Zeno began educating his own students, he founded the philosophy known as Stoicism, a school of thought centered on virtue, tolerance, and self-control. Its teachings have inspired generations of thinkers and leaders. The name Stoicism comes from the Stoa Poikile, the decorated public colonnade where Zeno and his disciples gathered for discussion. Today, we colloquially use the word Stoic to describe someone who remains calm under pressure and avoids emotional extremes. While this captures an important aspect of Stoicism, the original philosophy was far more profound. The Stoics believed that everything around us operates within a web of cause and effect, creating a rational structure of the universe they called logos. While we may not always control the events that affect us, we can control how we respond to them. Rather than imagining an ideal society, the Stoic strives to deal with the world as it is, pursuing self-improvement through 4 cardinal virtues. 1. Practical wisdom, the ability to navigate complex situations with logic, clarity, and calm. 2. Temperance, exercising self-restraint and moderation in all aspects of life. 3 dots. Justice, treating others with fairness, even when they have done wrong. 4 point. Courage, not just in extraordinary circumstances, but in facing daily challenges with integrity and resolve. As Seneca, one of Rome's most famous Stoics, wrote, "Sometimes, even to live is an act of courage." But Stoicism is not a self-centered philosophy. At a time when Roman law considered slaves as property, Seneca advocated for their humane treatment, emphasizing our shared humanity. Stoicism also rejects passivity. The philosophy teaches that only those who cultivate virtue and self-control can bring positive change to the world. One of the most famous Stoic writers was also one of Rome's greatest emperors, Marcus Aurelius. Over his 19-year reign, Stoicism gave him the resolve to lead the empire through 2 major wars while enduring the loss of many of his children. Centuries later, Marcus's journals provided guidance and comfort to Nelson Mandela during his 27-year imprisonment. After his release and eventual victory, Mandela emphasized peace and reconciliation, believing that while the injustices of the past couldn't be changed, his people could confront them in the present and build a better future. Stoicism flourished as a formal school of philosophy for centuries in Greece and Rome. Though it eventually faded as an institution, its influence endures. Christian theologians like Thomas Aquinas admired its focus on virtue, and parallels can be drawn between Stoic ataraxia, tranquility of mind, and the Buddhist concept of nirvana. One particularly influential Stoic was Epictetus, who taught that suffering stems not from the events in our lives, but from our judgments about them. This idea resonates strongly with modern psychology and the self-help movement. For example, rational emotive behavioral therapy focuses on changing self-defeating attitudes about life circumstances. Similarly, Viktor Frankl's logotherapy, inspired by his experiences as a concentration camp prisoner, is rooted in the Stoic principle that we can harness our willpower to find meaning, even in the bleakest situations.